How does a person who has been afflicted with magic and jinn deal with this situation? And how do they increase their iman if they are weak in it? Then it's a good question, because the issue of dealing with the afflictions of jinn or with magic has to begin with one's iman. Has to begin with one's iman. The stronger the iman, the stronger the barrier and protection against the afflictions of shaitan and his army. So, how does a person strengthen their iman? Through the pursuit of knowledge and action upon knowledge and calling others to that knowledge, increasing one's ibadah, praying in the last third of the night, giving in sadaqah, praying the sunan, al-rawatib, the sunnah prayers that are associated with the obligatory prayers throughout the day, by fasting, whether it be fasting on a Monday or a Thursday, or whether it be fasting in the middle of the month, or whether it be fasting 3 days of the month, or whether it be fasting the fasting of Dawood alayhi salam, 1 day on and 1 day off, or whether it be kindness to one's parents, whether it be sitting and reciting the Quran, whether it be making the dhikr of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala after the prayers, or the adhkars of the adhkar of the evening, the remembrances and the supplications, the adiyah of the evenings and of the mornings, whether it be reciting the surahs of refuge, Falaq al-Nas, whether it be reciting Ayatul Kursi as a protection up until the morning that will protect you. All of these increase iman. Praying the salah in jama'ah increases iman, greater than praying on your own. The attending of durus strengthens iman. The pursuit of knowledge strengthens iman. Providing for your family and your wife and your children from halal earnings strengthens your iman. Because the belief of Ahlus Sunnati wal Jama'ah is that outward actions and speech of the tongue that is righteous in the remembrance of Allah, enjoining the good and forbidding the evil, all of this increases iman. Love of Allah and increasing the love of Allah by the recital of the Quran and understanding it, and reading the hadith and understanding them, either by way of tafsir of the Quran or the shuruh of the hadith, reading the books of Aqidah, reading the chapters in Sahih al-Bukhari on the chapters of Raqa'iq or Riqaq in Sahih al-Bukhari, the chapters of softening of the heart, reading those works of the great scholars such as Ibn Qayyim and other than him that soften the hearts, reading the khutub or the khutub and the articles of the likes of Shaykh Ibn Uthaymeen and Shaykh al-Fawzan about increasing iman and the types of heart and the importance of sadaqah, the importance of looking after one's parents, the importance of looking after one's family and one's children. All of this strengthens iman. This is how you build iman. We are not Sufis, barakallahu feekum. We are not Ahlul Bid'ah, that we believe that the strengthening of the iman is unachievable and it is achievable only by seclusion and hiding oneself away. No. The strengthening of iman is something tangible and real. It is achievable. The Sahaba, they did it. The Tabi'een, they did it. The Salaf of this Ummah, they did it. The awliya of Allah, the Salihin, the Siddiqeen, they did it. Truthfulness increases iman. Kadhib and lying decreases iman. Giving sadaqah increases iman. Bukhl and miserliness and stinginess decreases iman. Strengthen your iman through this and close the doors to the shaitan, close the doors for the shaitan to reach you. Build a barrier with dhikr, with tahmeed and tahleel and takbir and dua and seeking refuge in Allah at the end of the prayer, in the 4 affairs that the Prophet ﷺ taught us. This is how you strengthen iman. it is real, it is tangible, and it is achievable. All of this increases iman. As for the person who is afflicted by jinn or with magic, then likewise with all the things that I've mentioned. And with ruqyah. A person makes dua and makes ruqyah for themselves. As the Prophet ﷺ did. And as Aisha radiallahu anha, she did for him. By reciting the last two quls, falaq an-nas, by blowing into one's cupped hands thrice, and then reciting the three quls, and wiping it over one's body. Ayatul Kursi, reading the Quran, making dua to Allah to cure you. All of these are cures. Barakallahu feekum. As for asking others to do that for you, then I do not agree with that. Because the Salaf of this ummah, they used to do it for themselves. Or the parent used to do it for his own child. Because the one who feels for himself and his children and his wife, he's not like the outsider that you bring in to recite. What you feel is stronger than what an outsider would feel. And this is even worse when one takes money for it. Meaning that now you pay someone from the outside to come and recite for you. So you pay him, he says, I'll charge you £200 to come and recite. With what intent does he recite? With what intent does he recite? Barakallahu feekum. As for you, you recite because you feel the pain. Because you are the victim from the devils that come to you. Or if it is your child, or if it is your wife, or if it is the wife and her husband, because it's permissible for the wife also to make ruqyah for her husband, or the husband to make it for his wife. If they recite, do they not feel the pain? It is his wife. It is his child. Do you think that person that you pay £100 to is going to have more care and concern than you? So read the Quran. Make the dua for your children. If they are afflicted, may Allah protect ourselves and our families. Then put the effort in and recite. Barakallahu feekum.